and welcome to the next conference about manage your depression in 10 minutes through the approach of best basic emotional structuring test. Depression is a disease who has a lot of sides, a lot of points of opinions, a lot of approaches of treatment, and is classified in mild, moderate and major depression. We speak here about the mild and moderate depression, where we can have an approach with alternative medicine, with complementary medicine. The major depression is not discussed here because it's nowadays treated with psychopharmacas. So we have in the best we have the puppet 1 and 2. It's the wood element, and the puppet number 1 is in the psychosomatic approach, the depression. Depression, what means in the traditional Chinese medicine, it's related to the liver. On the bottom, we describe the depression like a liver asthenia. It means a weakness of the liver. The approach in best is holistic. That means we look not only to the body, to the mind, we look to the soul too. So we begin to describe them. We call in the Chinese medicine heart and mind connection, we call it Shen. So the mind is green, the spirit is green, the body is the earth, brown, and the soul is the earth too, is the earth element in yang. What means this? It means that we have a three-dimensional approach to treat the mind, to treat the body, and to treat the soul. For the mind, how I speak, in the mild and moderate depression, we have counseling, we have psychotherapy, and we have also the homeopathic, who is, we speak about aurum metallicum, we speak about homeopathic gold. The gold is the principal homeopathic to treat the depression. In the description of the materia medica of the remedy aurum metallicum, we have the black depression with all the sides of insomnia, of agitation, palpitation, because depression, if it's in the body, affects not only the heart, it affects the spleen, the liver, and the kidneys. So shortly, for the mind, we can approach about aurum metallicum, metallic gold. Second, the body is the earth element. This is very important because we have to look about the nutrition. Nutrition is very important, to eat healthy nutrients, full of light, full of vitamins, full of minerals. Basics in the treatment of the depression is a healthy nutrition. And finally, in the soul, we have in homeopathic, who is calling Lycopodium. Lycopodium in German is calling Berlap, like the plant of the beer, is one of the most ancient plant of the world. Is described has over 420 million, is 420 million years old. So depression is a condition, is a plant, Lycopodium is a plant who treat the condition of depression from the past. The fastest way to get out from a mild depression is the acupuncture. Why? Because how we told, the depression is the condition of the liver. What controls the liver is the lung element, the metal element. So if you use the acupuncture needle and make a good choice of points to treat the liver, to treat the heart, to treat the pericard, to treat the spleen, you get a fast, a quick treatment of the mild depression. Reading from the bottom of the puppet, we have the floral therapy, the flowers therapy of Bach. So we have here gentian and gorse. The definition from the Bach Center is for the downheartedness we sometimes feel when the things go wrong. We miss a bus, fail an exam, miss out on opportunity. It knocks us back. Often the feelings lift by itself, but the remedy can be used to lift it sooner, so that we are able to make things go right instead of just hoping they will. Gentian is related to with gorse, which also is a remedy for feeling down when the things go wrong. The difference is the large 1-off degree. People in a gorse state have decided to give up. They refuse to be encouraged, and even if they seek a solution, they will do so grudgingly, assuring everyone that is no use to trying. People in a gentian state are less pessimistic and more prepared to try again. Those who are easily discouraged, they may be progressing well in illness or in the affairs of the daily life, but any small delay or hindrance to progress causes doubt and soon dishearten them. This was the definition of the Bach flowers from gentian and gorse. I will speak a little bit about the homeopathic Lycopodium. The patients are irritable, restless, sensitive, weepy, melancholic and depressed. Other mental symptoms include dullness, confusion, poor memory, amnesia, anger, hypersensitivity to noise, sadness and anxiety. They frequently suffer from performance anxiety and are nervous in social situations, not prefer the company of others, and although they dread the presence of new persons, friends or visitors, they are afraid to be alone. Insecurity and cowardice are general symptoms. Lycopodium patients are typically concerned with what others think of them and have many fears, particularly of death, the dark, crowds or new situations. They may try to hide their fears by becoming haughty or domineering. Persons who need Lycopodium generally have a craving for sweets, desire warm drinks, have little thirst, and desire fresh air. They are frequently constipated and suffer from hemorrhoids. Ailments are generally worse on the right side of the body, often traveling from the right to left or from above downward. Exhaustion and illness may set in after much physical exertions. Symptoms are generally worse from cold condition, with the exception of head and spine symptoms, which are worse from warmth. Symptoms are better from open air, warm drinks and motion. Specific indication are the hunger with sudden fullness, urine with a red sandy color, gas, fatigue, numbness of finger or toes, and trembling of the limbs. Liver ailments such as cirrhosis, hepatitis, fatty degeneration of the liver warrant the use of this remedy. Periodic headaches occur as a result of digestive disturbances. If Lycopodium patients miss a meal, they may get a headache, which is relieved upon eating. The sore throat typical of this remedy is sore of the right side with swollen tonsils. The throat feels dusty and is better after swallowing warm drinks. The cold indicative of Lycopodium is accompanied by headache, yellow mucus, and dry nose. The patient often has to breathe out of his mouth. The Lycopodium cough is constant, deep, and hollow. The chest is tight and the mucus that is expelled is thick and gray. Eye condition may develop in which the eyes are inflamed and red and the eyelids are grainy. When abdominal pains are present, they are of a cutting, gripping, clutching, or squeezing nature. Gas is accompanied by a bloated abdomen that feels better after passing gas and wearing loose clothing. The gas is worse after eating. Joint pains are typically tearing pains that start on the right side and move to the left side. The knee and finger joints are especially stiff. Pains are better for continued movement of arms and worsen during fever, sitting still, and initial movement. The typical Lycopodium patient has a sickly face and is often covered with skin eruptions. Eczema, psoriasis, herpetic eruptions, and brown and yellow spots on the skin are common. So this is the prescription of Lycopodium. So I recommend for the mild and moderate depression, first the acupuncture, second after discussion the floral therapy with gentian and gorse, to have a revision of the diet with a lot of healthy foods, acupuncture, and after repertorization to look about aurum metallicum, the gold, and Lycopodium. Finally, few words about the condition of the subego. We spoke about the subego is the color yellow, is the earth element in yang. Papa number 2, the soul is the earth element in yin. Here's the loveliness, and in the subego of the depressive puppet we have the obsession. Each time when a patient comes into the consultory, the first question, how you are sleeping, how you are thinking, and everyone is saying, I'm sleeping not so good and I have obsessive thoughts. It means the soul, the subego, is in a condition of obsession, and we have to try to relax, to clean this earth element in yang, the obsession, and put more love in the soul. It means too that the chronic obsessive, chronic depressed patient has like a desert in the soul. The soul is like a lot of sand, a lot of desert, and has to cultivate his garden, put water, put a lot of plants to cultivate the garden of the soul through music, through floral therapy, through aromatherapy. We have here, for example, the recommendation to listen Rubinstein music, to drink a lot of teas of cinnamon and melissa. And important to take a lot of concentrate of minerals and elements from high quality like magnesium and other nutrients. And finally, other point of the philosophy of the 5 elements of the Chinese medicine is that puppet number 1. We have puppet number 10. 10 and 1 is the same. They are like two wolves, one full of envy, full of jealousy, full of negative thoughts, and the other wolf, the Buddha, puppet number 10, is the puppet of intelligence, the puppet of friendship, the puppet of love. Puppet number 10 has in the soul the love, puppet of getting in a circle of friendship, circles of solidarity, and it's for patient important to choose which one he takes. Takes the black wolf or takes the white wolf, the wolf of negativity or the wolf of the positivity. That's why important not only the remedies, not only the nutrition therapy. It's important to speak with the patients about the world of the thoughts, the world of the emotion and the world of the thoughts. So I hope you enjoy this small conference, and we thank you very much for subscribe my channel.